Now, ang tanong, saan nakukuha ang stem cells? Where do we get them? Embryonic, alam nyo yan, no? Ang all of this, no, embryonic. Anong embryonic? Meaning from the embryo, galing sa baby. Kaya ayaw ng mga Catholics, religion-wise, it's unethical. We cannot do that, boy, because you have to kill the embryo to get it. That's why hindi pwede. In most researches, bawal yun. No? Ang sinabi ni Ma'am Keith, tama yun. Obama approved it. But earlier than Obama's approval of researching, continuing to research, before that, years ago, ang dami ng researches on stem cells. Now, cord blood, cord tissue, malay mo naman, nung pinanganak ka, yung pusod mo, cord yun, no? Umbilical cord, pinutol, yung dugo, dapat, yun freeze, no? Wala naman tayong ganong laboratory, no? Wala naman tayong hope that in the 1990s, 50s, 60s, 70s, kakailanganin. In the placental tissue, ito na, no? Si placenta. Bone marrow, peripheral blood, and ito na, sa fat. Do you know na ang fat has the most number of stem cells? Ang sinasabi nila kasi madalas, it's the bone marrow, no? Unfortunately, fat, taba, has about 1,000 to 2,000 times more stem cells than the bone marrow. Next, please. So, when you have, ito na yun, this is my explanation to that, no? 2,000 times, correct. This is the reason why ito pa yung pinakamadali, easily accessible, no? Mayroong kang taba, lahat ng tao may taba. So, ang dali, no? You can process it. But again, the cost is very expensive. At the moment nga, tumigil kami because not only are the equipment na not available, even if there are a lot na gusto magpagawa, no? Hindi yung mga reagents are there, but the devices that we need are not anymore available mula nung nagkaroon ng pandemic. Next, please. So, what is the next best thing? Ito na tayo, pumapasok, no? We have realized that stem cells are very important, no? Ito na yung placental stem cells I was mentioning to you a while ago, no? Ang placenta is that part, na-explain na rin to sa training session nyo. It is that part of the baby na pinanggagalingan ng umbilical cord nutrition, diretso yan sa placenta. Placenta is smack on the uterus. Nakakapit ang placenta sa uterus, okay? And then the umbilical cord, and then the baby. The mother, whatever the mother takes, eats anything, valuable supplements, etc., goes to her bloodstream, pupunta sa matres, sa uterus, pupunta ngayon sa placenta to be processed, and then goes to the umbilical cord, papunta na sa baby. That's how the baby survives inside. So, pagka maganda ang kanyang nutrition ng mother, okay? Maganda ang nutrition ng baby. Magandang rest and all that, okay? That is where the placenta, the function of placenta is. No? Next, please. It has a lot of stem cells as well. Now, let me go to this saying. No? The doctor, this is Thomas Alva Edison, the doctor of the future will no longer treat human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. Papunta na tayo doon, no? The next, please. Ito yan. This is my favorite quotation, which says, eat your food as your medicines, no? Kumain ka, choose your food as your medicines. Otherwise, you will have to eat medicines as your food. Ibig sabihin, if you keep eating nutritious food, maraming vitamins, maraming antioxidants, etc., you will not be in the risk of eating medicines. You won't get sick that fast or that early in your life, no? It's a very nice saying, and I always keep it to myself, no? Ang problema nga, Doc, gusto nga namin yan, pero wala naman kaming pambili niyan, di ba? So again, nakakalungkot, no? But if you have the opportunity to choose food, which one to buy, you know, kung hindi ka man makakain because you're stressed sa trabaho mo, okay, ka-zoom nyo, no, ka-meeting ng inyong mga downlines and all, no, Then, of course, you have supplements. That's where you know, imbibe all these nutrients, no? So supplements where maraming vitamins, but here you have now a premium product that we have, no? Next, please. Okay, let me start, no? I will not go into details of these products which Ma'am Keith has been telling you about, no? I will not attempt to give you the molecular, etc., no, composition of this and whatever, no. I'd go direct more to what is expected of you by your sabihin na natin end users, because the question that they will ask you is very simple. Ang tatanungin po nila sa inyo, para saan ba to? Ano ba magagawa nito? Ano ba ang meron nito na pwede sa akin, na pwede sa aking nanay, sa aking mga kamag-anak? So I'd go directly to that, no, to give you the answers, no. In this case, no, we have rhodiola. Rhodiola, as we all know, is one of the basic components. Natapos na ako sa stem cells. Now I'm going to the different active ingredients, no, of our Elixir placenta. We call this actives, no, for short, no. Ang rhodiola is actually considered as an adaptogen. Adaptogens, parang natural substances yan that are believed to stimulate the body's resistance to physical, environmental, and emotional stressors, kung tawagin natin, no? Nakaka-stress emotions, no? Rhodiola also protects cells from damage, and it regulates heartbeat. It is good also for fatigue, anxiety, depression, and many other conditions. Rhodiola improves stamina, energy, and yung mga nagji-gym, athletic performance, memory, and mental performance. Okay? Rhodiola stimulates the immune system. It lowers, tandaan nyo ha, try to analyze what I say. There are certain actives dito sa ating Elixir placenta that does the action. Others augment your medications, yung mga gamot mo. Others would make you more conducive for certain procedures like chemotherapy, mas tatanggapin mo because of our ingredients. And ibang ingredients naman, sila mismo ang gumagawa. Yung ibang ingredients natin, pagkakasabay yung gamot mo, mas effective. Okay? So watch. Rhodiola, as I was mentioning earlier, lowers your blood sugar levels. Therefore, pagka yung inyong mga pasyente, I always emphasize this, ay nagtitake na ng anti-diabetics, nagpapababa yun ng sugar, nagtake ka pa ng rhodiola, what happens? Okay? Super low ka na. So, lesson, monitor your blood sugar. Because if you are taking so much rhodiola, then it might go low, manlalata ka, di ba? Magkakaroon ka ng low blood sugar because you're taking rhodiola at the same time with your medicines. Okay? So, anong lesson is monitor. Wag mo pabayaan ang pasyente, mag-inom lang ng inom. Monitor your blood glucose, your fasting blood sugar, which is very important. And you have to do it closely. Makukuha nyo naman yan eh. Whenever you take, for example, the usual dose of your metformin is, let's say, 500. Metformin is anti-diabetes. No? You'll encounter this kasi marami kayong, ma'am, bili kayo nito. May diabetes kayo. This is good for you. Okay? Now, they'll tell you, what I'm taking metformin. How many times a day, ma'am? 500 milligrams, 3 times a day. Ma'am, inumin nyo. Sige. You establish a baseline. With 1 tablet a day, nahilo ka ba? Di ba? Medyo, slightly, oops. Di ba? So, that means, red flag, babaan mo nga. Gawin mo na lang twice a day. You see? Uy, maganda. Hindi ako nahilo. You see? With rhodiola. Because of that. That's one very important point. No? The other thing is, it lowers blood pressure. Ito naman, no? Very catchy. Ang radiola also lowers blood pressure. And therefore, if you have a patient na umiinom ng antihypertensive na gamot, may maintenance, okay? Abay, i-monitor nyo because it could lower down tremendously. Mahihilo naman din siya, no? Parang naglo-low blood siya. That means you have to lessen the dose. Kung siya ay nagtitake ng losartan, especially, it's very common antihypertensive na gamot, no? Ang daming nagtitake ng losartan, alam ko diyan, marami yan. So kung twice a day siya, make it once a day, okay? Kung nagtitake siya ng losartan 100, no? Make it 50 milligrams. Kung gusto mo twice a day, kasi yung iba, doc, morning ako nagtitake, sa gabi pag nakita ko ang misis ko lalong tumataas, no? So kailangan ko mag-take sa gabi. So kailangan, okay, you have to take that, no? What I'm trying to say is try to analyze the situation. Pakiramdaman nyo, because itong rhodiola does all of this, no? Rhodiola may change sorry, as I said, it influences the intake of your antihypertensive. Next slide, please. It's getting more interesting. Okay. Angelica sinensis or dong quai. Dong quai is the more common term for Angelica sinensis. Angelica, ba't kaya pinangalan ng Angelica ito, no? Angel, no? Bakit? Because it has a lot of good beneficial effects for women. Babae, angels. Kaya mga babae are angels sa atin yan. Now, Angelica sinensis or dong quai, no? Is very popular sa mga Chinese herbal medicine, or we call that Chinese traditional medicine, no? Alam niyo ba that it affects estrogen and other hormones? The reason why sinasabi natin pambabae ang dong quai, no? Because it has a lot of benefits for patients, especially women, no? And it would also affect, as I enumerated there, no? Menopausal symptoms, yung hot flashes, no? When you say menopausal, it doesn't mean tumigil na ang mens nyo, no? Ang menopausal means even before you stop having your menstruation. Kasi ang menopause is that stage in your life na bumababa na ang hormones ng babae, no? Estrogen is slowing down, and ang pinakahuling sign is your menstruation. In short, nagme-mens pa naman ako every month. How come I have hot flashes? Meaning parang nagiinit ka, mainit, naka-aircon lahat, pero ako namamaypay, you know. These are already manifestations of your menopausal symptoms, your hot flashes. It will reduce your hot flashes. Night sweat sa gabi, nagigising ka, no, init, etc. Menstrual cramps. Ang menstrual cramps, it's like dysmenorrhea, no? Matinding, I would say, crampy pains. For all of you, for those who do not know me personally, I have been practicing OBGYN in the 80s. Na alam to ni Climar. I told her about it the other day. In the 80s and the 90s, then I was into infertility, and then I went into oncology, cancer of the pelvic area, ovaries, etc. And then nagsawa na ako, very stressful. Sabi ko, beauty naman tayo. So andyan yung vaginal tightening, andyan yung papapaganda, pagpapaputi, lahat after cesarean, hysterectomy, tamitak na ang kasunod niyan, liposuction, pataas na and all. So I find it less stressful, no? My practice now. Again, sleep quality in pre and post menopausal women, ang ganda, no? And it addresses that, no? Na-address niya. And migraine. Ano naman to nakitang premature ejaculation? Nilagay ko lang ho yan. Sabi mo, Angelica, babae, no? Nilagay ko lang dyan because there are experiments, and mga lalaki, wag mag-eksperimento nito. No, this is not our, this is about Angelica. This is not about Elixir, Placenta, no? There are experiments that when you put oil of dong quai on the skin of the penile skin, there is arousal, no? Nagkakaroon siya ng stimulation, hyperstimulation. But we still need some more studies about it. Next, please. The next is grapeseed extract. No? A grapeseed extract, andyan naman lahat, no? It can reduce blood pressure, okay? Specifically itong blood pressure in middle-aged people, no? And those with excess weight. Iyan ang ating i-emphasize, no? Middle age at saka excess overweight sila, no? And it can improve blood flow as well, no? And therefore, when you improve blood flow, it would remove or reduce the risk ng clotting, and it will benefit those with circulatory problems. Ano yung blood clotting? Well, pag sinabi ng doktor mo o mag-take ka nito para sa blood clotting, when your blood clots fast, no? Malapot, madugo, mataba, matamis, malapot, madaling mag-clot, abay, madali ka magkaroon ng thrombus, ng clot, magbabarang ugat, stroke, whether brain stroke or heart stroke, yun, no? Or you can have legs, no? Magkakaroon ka ng pagmamanas and all, no? And therefore, para hindi siya lumapot, doctors would advise you to take what? Blood thinners, pampanipis ng dugo, no? Marami, aspirin, aspilette, vitamin E, you have garlic oil, fish oil, lahat ng mga yan are blood thinners. Okay? So, take sila ng take para hindi lumapot ang dugo. Para mabilis ang daloy, you will have better flow. So, less ang risk sa stroke. Pero sa amin mga beauty practitioners, sinasabi na mag-stop ka mag-take niyan for about 1 week when we do beauty procedures. Bakit? Kasi nga, malabnaw ang dugo. So, pagkaroon ng no slip o breast augmentation, medyo marami silang pasa, marami silang dugo, no? Balik na lang kayo dyan. Yung mga nag-gluta, no? Glutathione, yan, mga nag-IV gluta, yun, these are all blood thinners, no? All of this. Maybe in future trainings, I will go into that, no? And then grapeseed, okay, blood flow, it reduces oxidative damage, no? Ang elevated kasi na LDL, pag sinabing LDL, low density lipoprotein, pag LDL, immediately nasa isip natin bad cholesterol, masama yon, LDL. So ang HDL or high density, pag high density ay magandang cholesterol yun. Kaya minsan pasyente ako, Dok, umiiyak, tumatawag, Dok, ang taas-taas ng aking lipoproteins, lipids ko, napakataas, lahat na lang ng ginawa ko, nag-invest ako to buy this, to eat this, to mga supplements, tapos ang taas ko rin. Ano mataas mo? LDL o HDL, di ba? Sinabi niya, nakasulat HDL. Good, that's good cholesterol. High density is good. Kaya tumaas ang cholesterol mo, no? But it's the high density lipoprotein that is high that's more significant, no? Pag ang mataas sa'yo is LDL, iyon ang bad cholesterol. Doon ka mag-iingat. That's when you take medications. Ingat sa taba, no? And ano ba? It may improve your collagen, ayan, and bone density, and synthesis, bone formation. So it supports the brain as it ages. So hindi ka masyadong nagkakaroon ng dementia. Malimutin, okay? Dementia is the early stage of Alzheimer. Dementia. Okay? Pag nakita nyo yung dementia is only a part, a symptom. Simptoma lang po siya ng Alzheimer. Alzheimer encompasses the whole gamut. Napakaraming simptoma na mapapansin mo. That's Alzheimer. Dementia is just one of them. Dementia is one pinaka-early yun na nakikita. Malimutin, no? Aakyat ng hagdanan, titigil sa gitna, hindi niya alam kung paakyat siya o pababa, di ba? Pupunta sa pinto, hindi niya alam kung palabas o papasok, no? Saan nga ba? And all these things, no? Nakakatawa minsan, but it happens to people. Now, once they have these things, kailangan medyo, ito na po yun. Si placenta, si Elixir, placenta na kailangan niya dyan. And it supports your brain habang tumatanda, no? Yun nga, sabi ko nga, Alzheimer, no? And then, it can improve your kidney function, no? Ang kidneys are particularly sensitive to this, no? So oxidative damage, and which is irreversible. Tandaan natin yan. Ang kidney, pagka na-damage, irreversible na po yun. Kaya ho namamayagpag ang, yes, dialysis center. Kasi pag nasira ho ang bato, ang kidney, hindi na ho makakapag-filter ng mga ating mga waste, no, sa ating katawan. Hindi na siya makaka-filter. Maiipon sa loob ng katawan. Pag naipon, ano mangyayari? Magmamaga, manas. Magmamanas tayo, manas sa mukha, manas sa mga binti. Pupunta ka sa dialysis center, idadaan ang dugo mo, paikot doon sa makina na yun para linisin, para ibalik sa'yo malinis na uli. That is why malaki ang kita ng mga dialysis center, because kidneys are obviously hindi nakakapag-repair ng sarili nila, no? And it's pretty obvious na ang kailangan natin are supplements that would help patagalin, no, at fight kidney against all of this. It inhibits also, no, infectious growth. Ayan, nakasulat, no? Tulad ng mga antibacterial, and it has antifungal properties, no? Isa pa na very, very helpful dito ay infectious growth sa tiyan natin, no? Kasi it helps counter E. coli. Ang E. coli ho, pinaka-common yun na cause ng food poisoning, no? Ang ating tiyan kasi, it has good bacteria and bad bacteria. It helps, no, in the growth of good bacteria. Why? Because it kills the bad bacteria. So nabubuhay lang yung good bacteria, no? Okay, it may reduce, no, cancer risk. High intake of antioxidants tulad ng flavonoids, of which GSE is, no, grapeseed extract. It will reduce, studies show, maraming types of cancer, no? And cancer, therefore, it helps, no? Talagang makakatulong siya to avoid you getting cancer because you're taking this, no? So pag tinanong kayo about the product, of course, be very, very stern, be very firm. Of course, it helps because it has grapeseed, okay, extract. Okay, what particular cancers? The most common ones, which GSE or grapeseed extract is through studies inhibits the potential for breast cancer, lung cancer, stomach or gastric cancer, sa bibig, oral or squamous cell, the liver, prostate. Prostate po cancer is the number 1 cancer in men. Okay? Babae is what? Alam nyo na, breast, no? So kung ano ang breast cancer sa babae, yun ang prostate cancer sa lalaki. Kaya pagka nag-explain kayo ng itong particular, at pag tinanong kayo, nagsabi kayo ng ganon, bibilib sa inyo yung mga pasyente nyo. Ay, oo nga, ang mister ko may ganon. Ay, oo nga, ang misis ko may ganon. Ang galing nyo, ha? Sige na, bibili na ako niyan, no? You have to be impressive. You have to not only pretend to know, but you have to know this by heart. Na itong mga ingredients ng ating actives, no, that are present in our product is very much active, and it is in this particular small capsule na yan, no? Okay, it may protect the liver, okay? Ito yung mga mahilig manginginom, no? Ito yung kakompetisyon nila silimarin, okay? Avoid liver cirrhosis, no, from well, you have alcohol, pollutants, mga manginginom. Hindi ho pollutant, kay erap lang yon. Pollutants, no? And mga against viral infections, drugs and all. Grapeseed again is there to help your liver regenerate their cells, no? It provides a protective effect on the liver. And wound healing, of course, andyan na yan, no? As I mentioned earlier, about the skin having enhancing, no? Wound healing. Next, please. Okay, olive leaf extract. Hiniwalay ko ito, no, doon sa isa because olive leaf itself has a lot of benefits, no? Marami po siyang polyphenols, no? And these are antioxidants, no? And it helps prevent cognitive decline, meaning yun nga, the same as in dementia, no, yung ating cancer and osteoporosis, no. Tataka tayo bakit yung ibang mga postmenopausal, permina sa commercials yan, osteoporosis ng osteoporosis. Bakit ganon? Ang lola ko tumanda, wala namang osteoporosis, no? Bakit ngayon yung babata may mga osteoporosis na? It's because of that, no? It's because of this that you need, no, to provide a supplement. Maganda ito, no? It contains this particular polyphenols. We call the oleoprotein, no? Oleopin, sorry. Now, which has not only antioxidant but anti-inflammatory qualities, no? It improves our heart health, no? Kung tawagin, no? Because it prevents, no, LDL, ito na naman tayo, LDL, low density lipoprotein or bad cholesterol from building up in your blood vessels, lalo na sa mga arteries, no, natin. So therefore, pagka hindi nagbuo yung ating mga cholesterol sa ugat, then mas maganda ang daloy, blood flow is increased. Pag maganda ang daloy, what happens? Kung masikip ang daloy, tulad ng hose, pag pinipisil mo yung butas ng hose, pumipigsot yung tubig, right? Why? Because you increase the pressure. High pressure. Sa dugo, high blood pressure. So, the same thing with this, ang tubo mo, ang blood vessels, na kumulapol ang sugar, kumulapol diyan, paikot ang taba, then liliit ang caliber ng hose ng iyong vessel, mapigsot. So, very, very high pressure. So, what do you have? High blood pressure. Pag nawala yung mga kulapol na taba, sugar, mas maluwag, bababa ang blood pressure natin. That simple, no? Ganun kadali. Now, as I was mentioning to you, and there are studies also, hindi ko na naisulat dito, no, that it helps, no, itong olive extract restores our heartbeat, normal heartbeat, no? Yung may mga arrhythmia. Ano yung arrhythmia? Pag nilagyan ng A, ang rhythmia, rhythm ng puso, okay? Tugtog, 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 ganon, no? Pag naririnig ng doktor o kaya nanonood ka ng sine, ganyan, yung mga horror, tugtog, 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 yan ang rhythm. Pag sinabing arrhythmia, walang rhythm. Tugtog, 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 walang rhythm. Minamanage niya, natutulungan niya, no? It din na ibabalik niya yung heartbeat. Bakit? Pagka naiiba ang rhythm ng heart, parang naninikip ang dibdib ko. It's a sign of stress, of tension, of other causes na mapapapunta ka sa doktor. Na yun, ito nga ang sinasabi ni Ma'am Keith before, na ang mahal magpa-doktor, di ba? Mahal talaga, maniwala kayo sa akin. Pati ako namamahalan magpa-doktor. Talagang, why do it? Bakit ipon ka ng ipon ng pera at pupunta lang lahat sa doktor mo? Invest, as I said earlier, no? Take medicine as your food. Okay? Choose them. And okay, and the last one, it lowers blood sugar. It's very obvious, no, because it will stabilize and maintain the sugar at, in normal levels. And next, please. Okay, yeast powder is very also popular. It is NMN or nicotinamide mononucleotide. Huwag na natin pahirapan yung mga dila natin. Sabihin nyo na lang it's NMN. But it is nucleotide, nicotinamide mononucleotide. No? Mahaba lang yan. And basically, it lowers obesity, meaning yung overweight ka. No? It stimulates your metabolic system. Ang metabolic system po, yun yung nagdadala ng yung activities mo sa katawan, no? Your body's ability to turn food into energy. Okay, yung kinain mo magiging energy mo, no? And it therefore pag ang kinain mo maging energy mo, you burn it. Therefore, if you burn it, you burn calories, bababa ang iyong weight, no? Kung nakaupo ka lang, that's another story, no? Hindi ka, you won't metabolize them. Kaya nga sinasabi natin, ang mga bata ay mabilis ang metabolism. Kaya kahit kumain ng kumain, mabilis mawala yon. Kinain nila, ang matatanda, mabagal ang metabolism na. Kaya kailangan kaunti na lang ang kainin. Kasi may store. Pag na-store, lalaki yan dyan. Oops, beer belly. Oops, bilbil dito, bilbil doon, no? So these are the things that you have. By the way, ang mga buntis, when you eat, it takes about 6 hours bago mawala doon sa ma-digest. Mas matagal, no? It takes a longer time. So it reduces heart disease, no? Our heart works 24/7 throughout your life without pahinga. Ganyan ang puso natin, no? So it improves fitness and muscle endurance, no? Ang bones natin and muscles consume a lot of glucose and fatty acids in order to continue functioning. And this one, NMN, which in short, we have NAD, PH, no? Nicotinamide adenodiphosphate helps, okay, to metabolize the system. Okay, next please. We now go to the ribose. Malapit na, huwag kayo mainip, no? I am telling you all of this because these are all the qualities of that very expensive bottle that you have in your possession now. The ribose is a sugar, okay? And it is considered a supplement, which of course prevents muscle fatigue and certain mga individuals who have some genetic problems, no? It affects energy production and it provides extra energy sa heart during exercise, okay? In people who have heart disease. So, ang importante dito is especially those who are training, no, yung mga for athletic performance, no, it helps them. And then fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is a problem of the joints, muscles specifically, no. The ribose is very helpful sa mga ganon, no? Nagte-training, nagji-gym, no? It helps a lot, no, sa kanila. Next, please. MCT or medium chain triglycerides. Nako, napakaganda nito. Na laking tulong nito, no? It helps in problems in fat at saka nutrients, no? Weight loss, and of course control of appetite, and then extra energy for exercise and anti-inflammation, no? Just making sure na I don't miss out on anything, no? Kasi ang dami nating actives na hindi nilagay doon, no, sa ating Elixir Placenta just for decoration. No, they are placed there for certain reasons, no, for the specific reasons that I am mentioning to you, no. And for example, okay, ang MCT, can you go to the next slide, please? Okay, this next slide now is about your brain getting better, especially with the memory function, no? In the US, they have the Alzheimer Drug Discovery Foundation. They have reported that MCT helps with respect to the brain and memory function, no? And it has a lot of mga users doon sa kanilang may mga Alzheimer's disease, no? And why do you wait? Wait, kailangan pa tayong mag-antay magka-Alzheimer tayo when in fact you can start taking it already, no? Especially because Alzheimer's is familial. Okay? Familial, ibig sabihin genetics, no? Kung ang lolo mo, ang papa mo nagkaroon ng ganun, malamang mayroon ka, magkakaroon ka. at an earlier age than the general population. So therefore, pagka may ganon, why wait? Ba't ka pa mag-aantay? Mag-start ka na mag-take, no? Don't wait for the symptoms to be manifest sa'yo kasi when it happens, malayo na ang narating ng problema mo. Mas marami kang ititake na Elixir Placenta, di ba? Rather now, it prevents. Kung mayroon ka ng manifestations, treatment na yon, hindi na prevention. You need more, di ba? Maintenance natin is 3 times a day. Di ba? Abay, isang bote na ganyan, what, 10 days, ubos. I'm sorry, 60, no? So, so these things you have to consider, no? Prevention is always better, no? Than a pound of cure, sabi nga nila. Then you have it as an energy boost. It increases endurance, no? Weight loss and weight management. As usual, it lowers LDL, and it helps lower blood cholesterol. Blood sugar levels. The next one, please. Okay, red ginseng. No, I always go to Korea, and then whenever, siguro mga almost 4 to 5 times a year, maliban na nagka-pandemic, no, I had to stay here. No, but despite that, may totoo lang, nakatanggap pa ako ng package galing sa one of my friends, Koreans. It's a drink, no, with the root ng ginseng, no. They love it, and they have the best ginsengs in the world, no, providers of ginseng, and these are the beneficial effects ng ginseng, no. It is a very, very good antioxidant, and it has a lot of anti-inflammatory effects, no. It also helps regulate blood sugar, and also it has a lot of benefits when it comes to some forms of cancer, no. Ginseng strengthens our immune system, no. It will enhance our brain function. Again, balik na naman tayo doon sa dementia and Alzheimer, no. It fights fatigue. Okay? Yung alam mong pagdating mo sa bahay, pagod na pagod ka na. Okay? Galing sa trabaho, pag uwi mo, huwag niya ako kausapin, pagod ako. Diba? Magpapahinga na ako. But when you're taking this Elixir Placenta, when you come home, what happens? You want to talk to your family, you can spend quality time with your family, yung mahal mo sa buhay, nakikipagtsikahan ka pa, no, with your children, tuwan-tuwa lahat, di ba? Can you imagine, can you put a price tag on that? Mapipresyohan nyo ba yung time that you spend with your family? Quality time, ha? I'm talking about that. Rather pag uwi mo na, mainit ang ulo ko, pagod ako, you see? Nawala yung opportunity to be with your family. Nawala ang opportunity to make priceless moments with them. When you're gone, these are the things that they will remember of you. Nalala ko si Papa noon, grabe, pag umuwi, kahit na pagod, di ba? May time para sa amin. Okay. Next, please. Wait a minute. Anyway, it improves the symptoms of erectile dysfunction. In Korea, this is very, very true, no? Sa mga pubs nila, alam mo naman, Koreans and Japanese, they love talaga, gusto nila mag good time, no? And they have this mga entertainment areas for their men, kasi ang Koreans and Japanese, they look up to their men, no. Alam niyo naman mga kwento na sa bus pinauupo ang mga lalaki ng mga babae tumatayo and all that, no, because they're considered breadwinners and they know they're tired. So sa gabi mayroon silang mga ganitong not the hanky-panky type but entertainment, no, massage, sauna, steam for guys, no, and may mga drinks sila which are mixed with the best type of ginseng. And para pag uwi nila, because when you're tired, alam naman ng mga lalaki yun, no? When they're tired, they're mentally tired, emotionally tired, physically tired. When you come home, ano pa ang quality time mo ibibigay sa pamilya mo? Lalo na sa wife mo, di ba? Who will be wondering siguro, hindi na ako mahal niya. Okay? We don't sleep together anymore, etc., etc. Red ginseng is there to help you out. Okay? Next, please. Okay, squalene. No, it has been emphasized by the previous training sessions where you can get it. No, how it is gotten, no? And tama yon, no? The squalene is really the best squalene are from those deep oceans talaga. And this is one where we got also our squalene. And why deep? Because that, sabi nga, of course, sino naman makakaabot doon ng mga polluted area and deep oceans? Wala na, no? And they're the healthier sharks. These are shark livers, no, where they extract squalene, no? And it is used, a lot of them, as anti-cancer, no? There are researches that shows that squalene is being used as a supplement to treat leukemia. Leukemia is cancer of the liver, of the blood, no? Maraming types of leukemia, and now there are curable leukemias, no? Kaya when a doctor tells you, ma'am, sorry ha, may leukemia kayo, huwag ka muna maglupasay, no? Huwag ka muna mag-iiyak, hindi pa tapos ang doktor, sasabihin sa'yo anong klaseng leukemia. Because we have what we call friendly cancers. Ano ibig sabihin? Dok naman, wala namang friendly na cancer. Ano ba yan? Basta cancer, cancer. No. My cancers that are curable. Okay? We call them, in our lingo, friendly cancers. Why? Madali po silang gamutin. With good nutrition, good treatment, and you are with your oncologist. Ang oncologist, to oncology is cancer. Oncologist, nag-specialize sa cancer. When you are with a good oncologist, nababantayan kayo, you take your medications, ang dami pong mga cancer survivors. Marami po. And of course, sa taas, no? Prayer sa taas, no? And also, it prevents radiation illness from cancer, X-ray therapy. Yung mga nagre-radiotherapy, may mga cancer na, okay? Tatanungin ka, may cancer na ako, wala na akong panahon para dyan, di ba? Ito yon, okay? Ito yon. Ibig sabihin, prevention, this is the best. As I said, I kept emphasizing prevention, prevention, prevention. That's why you need supplements. But once you already have it, nawala na ba yung market na yon? This is open. The market of those who are sick, no, may mga sakit, may cancer, is also a good market for our Elixir Placenta because of what I've been telling you a while ago. What about those may cancer na, nagki-chemotherapy, may cancer na, nagre-radiotherapy? Ito yun. Squalene prevents radiation illness, radiotherapy, no? From getting the complications of cobalt, radiation therapy, chemotherapy. So, in all aspects, pre-cancer, cancer, post-cancer, mayroon papel yung atin Elixir Placenta. Hindi nyo lang alam. And I hope I was able to give you that message now. It also prevents, no? It helps prevent, no? Would you believe the common cold? Ayan. Okay? Flu. Okay? Swine flu specifically. Why? Because it boosts your immune system. Natatandaan natin nung nag-umpisa ang COVID, all the floods of mga social media natin kept telling us improve our immune system, okay? Because we can fight, okay, COVID, no? I know marami tayong mga kaibigan na nagkaroon ng COVID, no? They were not prepared. All of us were not prepared to fight against COVID. We took our immune system for granted. Parang, dadating yan. Hindi, may vitamin naman akong iniinom. No, ang iniinom mong vitamin might not be sufficient. Or if it is sufficient, paano yung lifestyle mo? Puyat, pagod, yosi, bisyo, late night sleep, di ba? So, mas mabilis mawawala ang supplements mo. You need something stronger. And live a good lifestyle, clean lifestyle, and maintain your supplements. It's very important, no? So common cold, flu, swine flu, it boosts immune system, no? And it directly there were experiments done on the skin when they put the oil of squalene on the skin, and they noted improvement direct sa skin, no? Even for improvement of skin cancer. Okay? Wag ho kayo mag-alala, ang skin cancer is not very common among Asians. Ang skin cancer is more common among Caucasians. Ano yung Caucasians? Mga puti, okay? Mas common doon. Ang skin cancer is a product of UV, ultraviolet. Sinong pinakamaraming UV? Ayun, no, sa araw. Okay? Kaya ang UV is very ultraviolet, not good for the skin. Okay? It gives you wrinkles. It gives you a lot of spots, brown spots, hyperpigmentation, melasma, and all, and it gives you skin cancer. Yan ang number one cause. Ang mga puti mahilig mag-sunbathing. Okay? Kaya tayo, of course, we are trying to adapt, no, their lifestyle. Nagba-sunbathing tayo. Remember, the time 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock yun ang pinakamataas ang UV. You are more prone to skin cancer during this time. Okay? Anong katapat nun? Squalene is present in our Elixir placenta. Isang Elixir placenta lang yan. Okay? Take it and you are more confident to face all the free radicals running around, even UV. Next, please. Okay. Brown rice oil. Others call it bran oil. Okay. This is a very excellent, a good source of good fats. Ayan, poly and monounsaturated fats. Okay. There are studies that show that it improves cholesterol levels in our blood, in our circulatory system. No? It also decreases the risk of type 2 diabetes. No? Alam na natin itong diabetes. Ang type 1 and type 2, in the coming sessions, I'll explain to you more in detail sa mga diabetes. Kasi pwede sabihin nila, ay doc, may diabetes ang anak ko. Ay doc, may diabetes si ganito. Alamin nyo which type of diabetes, 1 or 2. I'll suffice it to say sa ngayon, ang diabetes, ang 1 is about 1. Always remember, pambata. 1, bata 2 is pang-adults. Pag nagkaroon ka ng diabetes, bata ka pa, okay? Yan ang type 1. Yan lang ang tip ko. Pagka nagkaroon ka ng diabetes, middle age, pataas, that's type 2. In most cases, hindi ka magkakamali. Pag sinabi yung anak ko, bata, type 1 ho yan. Paano mo nalaman? Di ka naman doktor. Ay, basta. Alam ko yan. Sinabi yan ni Dr. Junji. Type 1 yan. Maniwala ka. Why? Because type 1, lumilitaw sa'yo because you do not have the enzyme, no? Your pancreas does not have that capacity to produce insulin para kontrahin ang sugar, ang carbo. Okay? Hanggang doon muna tayo. Okay? I'll go further. No? I'll go faster para... okay. And the last... before that, yung I wanted to show to you, yan. Yung pinakahuli, reducing halitosis. Ano ba yung halitosis? Anong pakialam naman ito? Yung halitosis is a scientific term, no, na ginagamit for bad breath. So pag may katabi ka na mayroong hindi ka nais-nais yung amoy ng kanyang what's this? Hininga. Okay? Huwag mo na sabihin, pare, may bad breath ka, masasaktan. Sabihin mo, sir, I think you have halitosis. Di ba? Ang ganda pakinggan. Pero yun. Bad breath ho yun. It helps. I'll tell you the mechanism later, but suffice it to say, brown rice has been oil. The oil, hindi yung rice. Baka kain ka ng kain tapos di ka nagsisipilyo. Andyan lahat ng brown rice sa tinga mo. Ganun pa rin ang hininga mo. It will not smell good. No? So anyway, let's move on. No? The next slide, please. Okay, this one is a very, very good actives. Ito yung isang active na kadamihan ng mga supplements or kadamihan ng mga high-end na supplements do not have. And this is one of the most important reasons why yung ating Elixir placenta is very, very premium because of Phenum graecum. Short for fenugreek. Okay? Ang fenugreek kasi is very, very, sabihin na natin, popular and famous because ito again, treatment of diabetes. Ba't sinabi ni Doc treatment? Di ba nakakatulong lang? No. Why? Again, ito na naman ang mechanism, no? It slows down, okay, the sugar absorption in your system. Pag nag-slow down ang absorption ng sugar, edi wala ka halos na-absorb na sugar. Di ba? Eh, yun ang problema sa diabetes. And it stimulates, pinabadami niya ang insulin mo. Di ba? Sa pancreas. So, siya mismo, si fenugreek mismo. So, it is used in the treatment talaga. So again, babalik ako doon sa sinabi ko earlier, monitor your blood sugar. Huwag niyo pabayaan kasi baka mamaya bumaba masyado. Ganyan tayo kayabang with placenta, Elixir placenta, no? Kaya always sundan niyo ng explanation. Sir, bakit ganoon? Parang hindi na ako kailangan uminom ng aking para sa diabetes. Or nabawasan po yung aking dose. Imbis na 3 times a day, naging twice na lang, naging once na lang. You see? Bumababa, nakikita. No? Even if you monitor your blood sugar, you will see the progress of your blood sugar getting better and better because of fenugreek. Okay? Heartburn, alam naman natin yung pagbighay, no? It reduces the symptoms, ng manifestations ng heartburn, ng acids natin. No? Well, nasabi ko na earlier kanina na it also gives you weight loss, no, because of obesity is reduced, no, with the other actives that you have, no. It makes your doon pa lang sa diabetes, no, the absorption of slowing down the absorption of sugar. Kumbaga, panalong-panalo ka na dyan sa ating placenta elixir, no? Ang fenugreek kasi comes in fiber forms. Okay? Ang fiber forms na yon, when you put fenugreek in your food sa breakfast, you will find out that parang busog ka pa. Okay? You tanghali na, hapon na, busog ka pa. Why? Because of the fiber content of fenugreek. And lunchtime na, hindi ka pa, parang ayaw ko kumain because hindi naman ako nagugutom, no? That's where weight loss kicks in. Okay? Because of the fiber that fenugreek contains, no? It helps lower cholesterol, bad cholesterol, ha? And also, increases the beneficial high density or good cholesterol. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa health benefits para sa mga babae, no? Females, it increases breast milk production. Di ba yung iba nanganganak, walang gatas, ganyan-ganyan, hindi magkaroon, no? Fenugreek helps that. Sa atin, magtipid ka na lang, ayan, no? Malunggay capsules, di ba? It gives you that. No? Actually, in my years of practice sa mga postpartum na mga nanganak, it's a matter of increasing your water intake that gives you more milk, no? But doesn't harm if you take malunggay capsules or malunggay leaves, ilagain mo yung leaves, or fenugreek also does the same, no? Increases milk production. It also relieves, nababawasan po yung pananakit, dysmenorrhea, okay? Yung may mga dysmenorrhea, it helps that, no? It improves your sex drive, di ba? This is among females, no? So guys, yung mga nakikinig, mga asawa, yung mga boyfriends, pagka napapansin nyo na si girlfriend, si Mrs., medyo mababa ang libido, mababa ang sex drive, alam nyo na, bili kayo sa atin ng Elixir Placenta. Yan. Patake nyo. Ayan, sabi ni Doc. Ayun, no? So, it will improve their sex drive. Definitely. It has shown that it has impact on the hormonal balance. And therefore, hormonal ang libido, vaginal dryness is always a problem among women, especially pagka malapit na magmenopause. And these are usually in their late 30s, early 40s, di ba? Lalo naman yung mga nagmenopause na. because they don't have the hormones na para magkaroon ng lubrication, kahit anong foreplay, kahit anong stimulation, whether it is whatever physical or music or whatever, hindi na siya magkaroon ng ganong lubrication. You have dryness, and then irritability, wala sa mood, no? All these things is improved by fenugreek. You see? Sasabi ko lang kanina na ang daming tulong ng fenugreek, no? Ito pa, ovarian cysts. Ha? Sa ovaryo, nagkakaroon ng mga cysts. Sino dito sa inyo, sana kung nasa hall kayo, patataasin ko ang kamay, ang mayroong PCOS. Ano ho ang PCOS, Doc? Polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS. Ano yung PCOS? Maraming cyst ang ovaryo mo, no? Ang maraming cyst ang ovaryo mo, mas gagawa siya na mas maraming estrogen. Mas maraming estrogen, mas nadidelay ang mens. Ganun na lang tayo. So, pag nadelay ang mens, irregular mens. Problema yon. Tatakbo bloated ka pag ang babae, palapit na ang mens, di ba? Bloated sila, tender ang breast, and they don't like that because they want to have their mens regularly. So, kailangan ma-monitor yon. Fenugreek helps that. Okay? Now, it's very important na pag irregular din ang mens mo, wala ka pang mens eh. Teka muna, baka buntis ako. You see? But all along, it's because of the hormonal problem. Because you have PCOS. PCOS or ovarian cysts, no? Is a benign problem muna, ha? Okay, let's emphasize. Ang PCOS or ovarian cysts is a benign problem. It's not cancerous. Huwag niyo takutin ang pasyente or ang inyong buyer na, ay, PCOS, naku po, malapit ka nang mamatay ito. No, it is not. It is not. It will affect your hormonal balance and therefore your mens. Importante ho ang infertility. Ang mga may PCOS are infertile. Okay? Mahirap kabuo. Mahirap mabuntis. Kailangan i-regulate mo muna ang cycle nila. Bumalik sa every month. Pagka hindi ho makuha ang monthly cycle mo, mahihirapan ho kayo magbuntis. Bakit? Because you don't know when you are fertile. Right? Every mid-cycle, fertile ka doon eh. Eh wala ka namang, 3 buwan na ako hindi nagme-mens. So how will you know that you are fertile? So you cannot. I usually tell my patients, ma'am, sir, dito ho kayo mag-contact itong mga araw na to para mataas ang possibility na makabuo kayo doon sa mga sterile, sa mga infertile pala, sorry. So you will know. Pagka wala kayong mens, because of PCOS, you will not know when you are fertile and you cannot have babies. Therefore, you'll have problems with infertility, having a baby. Okay? And women don't like that. It helps. It helps. And ito pa pala. When you have PCOS, okay? Beauty problem, maraming acne. Okay? Maraming acne. Eh, Doc, lahat, nagpunta na ako kay derma, kay ganon, kung ano-anong pinaglalagay. Pumunta na ako kay, wala nangyari sa aking pimple, kung ano-ano nang mga nilagay ko, nakinig ako sa mga radio, whatever. 90% of women who would have, especially in their reproductive age, who would have problems of acne, I'll tell you, magpa-ultrasound po kayo, and you will see you have PCOS. Once na-treat, na-address ang PCOS, ang iyong ovarian cysts, ay makikita niyo bigla na lang kaganda ang kutis niyo, ang iyong mga breakouts mababawasan, and true enough, you will say, ang galing naman itong placenta elixir natin, elixir placenta, ang galing it addresses that. Okay? So, ang dami ho. And then, let me go to, okay. Okay. Sa mga lalaki, yan, male infertility. It reduces the possible symptoms of androgen deficiency. Again, sa lalaki naman, it improves their sexual function and increases their testosterone level. Sa mga lalaki, androgen deficiency or andropause. Androgen is the male hormone, yung panlalaki. Ito po yung katapat ng menopause. Ang andropause, androgen, panlalaki. So kung mababa na yon at tumatanda, ang kasunod noon, your partner, your female partner, Ang sasabihin sa iyo, hindi ka lang may andropause, ikaw pa ay kinapause. Okay? And biruan namin yon, kinapause is andropause, no? It improves your sexual function at increases your testosterone level. Makikita niyo habang nag-age, beyond 50s, 60s na mga males, lumiliit ang mga muscle nila kung hindi sila nag-workout because there is no more testosterone. Okay? Bababa na. So, wala na masyadong muscle, wala na masyadong six-packs or your eight-packs. No, wala yon. So, again, also infertility. Fenugreek, when males take it, tandaan nyo ito, males, mga lalaki, it increases your, guess again, sa lalaki, sperm count. It increases sperm count. So, kung mahina ang count na sperm natin, it has to be about 60 million pataas, no? Milyonaryo ang mga lalaki sa sperm cells. Pag mababa doon, mahirapan kayo makabuntis, no? Fenugreek helps. And not only will it help tawag nito, the number to increase, it also improves the motility, yung galaw. Makikita nyo sa mga film, no, sa mga scientific films na ang sperm magalaw, parang nagsuswim yung kanyang tail, yung iba mabagal. Okay, mahina, means mamamatay na yan, hindi yan makakabuntis. And so therefore, fenugreek helps the number, it increases, plus it helps also the movement of the sperm up para matarget niya yung egg at makabuntis. Baldness, it addresses, okay, sa mga lalaki, no? Once you have that, mapapansin mo habang tumatanda, bumabagsak na ang ating level ng testosterone, bumabagsak na rin, nawawala na rin ang buhok. Once you start taking this, it replenishes that, or it delays the stops or inhibits, slows down hair fall. Okay, next please. Si buckthorn, marami siyang gamit, no? Marami siyang nabibigay. It has 190 at the moment, no? Nahanap nila, nakita nila na bioactive substances, a lot of vitamins, no? Look at that. 14 vitamins, no? Lahat, from B6 to B12. It has saturated fatty acids, unsaturated fatty acids, flavonoids, 36 types, napakarami. Fruit acids, no? Punong-puno ito ng sustansya talaga. Minerals, 11, can you imagine that? At ang gaganda pa, no? It has anthocyanins. Anthocyanin, when you have anthocyanin, my God, ang supplement mo, kumpletong-kumpleto yan. It has 18 amino acids. Next, please. Okay, dito, the usual, no? It also fights. That's why it is beneficial to our skin because it also fights free radicals. It also rebuilds cells and therefore it delays cell aging. Diba? Pag nag-reunion tayo, high school o family, teka muna, ba't hindi ka tumatanda? Ano ba sikreto mo? Diba? Nagpupunta ka ba kay Dr. Junji? Nagpapa-facial ka ba? Ganon. Hindi. None of the above. Ano? Elixir, placenta. Diba? These are things that people do not know, no? Maintenance doesn't have to be maintaining yourself healthy and looking young. Doesn't have to be very expensive. Going to dermatologists or going to have surgeries, no? It is here in a small capsule. It's there, no? It reduces scars and discolorations, no? Mapapansin nyo yung ibang mga pasyente, bakit ka keloid, di ba? There are patients na malakas mag-keloid, no? Scar formation. With this, it limits that, no? Plus, ang keloid mo, ba't ang itim-itim, di ba? Kitang-kita, no? It helps in the lightening of, it will just look and blend with the surrounding tissues. Can you imagine? It helps even in eczemas, ulceration, psoriasis, atopic dermatitis, acne, di ba? Yes ko. Hydrates. It hydrates your epidermis. Kaya ang drying of the skin is prevented, no? When you have dry skin, easily you can have wrinkles, no? Ito yung the other side, excessive water loss, no? It protects, ayan na tayo ulit, no? Radiation, solar, UV, and X-rays. It has a regenerative and anti-aging effect because of what I mentioned. Next, please. Okay. In general, sea buckthorn oil is indeed very significant for human health because of, in general, no, it supports the function of the immune system. Pero honestly, you'd look deeper into it in detail, sea buckthorn oil, it even fights infections, microorganisms. It improves circulation and the heart function. It prevents atherosclerosis. Doc, ano ba yung atherosclerosis na yun? Pero may kung nababasa, naririnig. Ang atherosclerosis po, yun yung mga taba na nagbuo doon sa iyong mga ugat, lalo na yung malalaki, your aorta. That's the biggest artery na lumalabas galing sa puso mo, nakulapulan na ng sebo. Okay, nakulapulan ng sebo yun. Sabi ko nga, lumiliit na yung caliber. Yung taba nandun na sa paikot ng iyong mga tubo, then matigas na yun, di ba? Kasi ang vessel, ang blood vessel, pliable. Pagka ginulat ka, nagalit ka, nairita ka, tataas ang presyon mo. Pag tumaas ang presyon mo, ang mga ugat mo, lalaki. Siyempre kasi nataas ang pressure, nag-i-expand ang ugat mo. Pero kapag may atherosclerosis, may mga taba doon, matigas, hindi na nag-i-expand yun. So matigas na yun, it is very unrelenting. Hindi ho siya bibigay. Kaya mangyayari, tataas ang presyon mo. Di ba? Ganon. So, anong kasunod? If it prevents atherosclerosis, hindi mangungulapol doon, pliable ang iyong mga ugat, ang kasunod, ayan, it lowers your level of estrogen because thus it prevents, therefore it will lower your hypertension, no? Pumamaba, no? And then it relieves the symptoma ng mga gastric ulcers, okay? Sa duodenum, okay? It prevents inflammation. So, obviously, anti-inflammatory siya. Did you know that later I will explain to you about stem cells again, but it improves brain and nervous system function. It lowers the risk of malignant cancers, no? And then again, regeneration of the body after chemo. Again, it has a place. Sabi ko nga, before cancer, prevention, cancer, and then post-cancer, nagki-chemotherapy, ito ng mga yan, no? And then it re-energizes your positively affecting your mood, no? Ganda, no? It has, in short, an antidepressant effect. Parang, ano mo yan? Good mood, ha? Vibes, positive vibes kung tawagin natin, mga millennials. Walang ko kontra sa inyo. Millennials tayo lahat. Millennials, di ba? Millennia rito, millennia dito. Mga millennials. Ginigising ko lang kayong lahat na 426. Thank you for listening. Now, let's go to the next one. Black currant oil. Okay. Obviously, we are almost in the tail of my presentation. And this one is very, very helpful. Diretso na tayo sa anong nagagawa ni black currant oil, which is also one of the, sabihin na natin, major actives of Elixir Placenta. Well, basically, sa arthritis, it's I said a while ago, anthocyanin, no? Very rich ito, no? When it is very rich, when a supplement is rich in anthocyanin content, and it has also GLA or gamma linolenic acid, omega-6 fatty acids and oil, it reduces inflammation. Ano ba may inflame? Aba, edi joint pains, okay? Pain related to arthritis, okay? And even reducing stiffness ng ating mga joints, tuhod, yan, and the soreness that it causes to the body, no? Immune system, of course, it helps, no, in the healing process. PMS, ito na naman tayo. Ano ba ang PMS? Okay. Premenstrual syndrome. Premenstrual, bago mag-mens. Ito na, bloating, dysmenorrhea, andyan lahat yan, no? Premenstrual includes mood changes, no? Painful cramping and bloating. Ayan, this helps. Blood pressure, okay? When you have a black currant oil, it helps lower your blood pressure because of this. Again, it's anti-inflammatory qualities. Again, for atherosclerosis, it helps. Skincare, again, ito na, omega-3 fatty acids. Ilang beses na natin narinig yan, no? It is a very ideal remedy for skin problems. And it minimizes the signs of aging. Nako, napaka-helpful nito. You don't have to buy kung ano-ano mga anti-aging na mga gamot. Ito lang yon, ito na yan. It has, of course, it is an antioxidant, black currant oil. Sorry. Would you believe it can reduce the appearance of wrinkles, age, spots, and blemishes? Black currant oil. Yan na siya. Pero wag naman nag-take kayo ng placenta, ng Elixir placenta. Ay, okay lang. Sabi ni Doc, mawawala itong mga age spots ko, mga melasma ko, mga pekas ko. Magbibilad pa rin ako sa araw. Huwag ganon. Don't. Because whatever you gains, no, that you will get out of your Elixir placenta, you have to protect your gains. Aba, edi mag-ano ka, sunblock, mag-sunscreen, no? Ngayon may uso na, no? Bestseller ko this summer lang, no? Yung oral sunblock, no? Patients are taking oral sunblock na kasi ayaw nila ng creamy, oily, lalo na yung mga lalaki, no? Nag-golf, they take oral sunblocks. But that's another story again. Nasa na tayo? Health, okay? Blood pressure, of course, and then siya, skincare, I mentioned that, hair loss, no? Again, we mentioned that already. It strengthens the hair and then and reduces the symptoms or signs or nakikita mong split ends. Start taking this. Ang dami sa inyo may split ends, di ba? Black currant oil, it reduces split ends. Okay? Now, kung bald na ang pasyente nyo, huwag nyo sabihin magkaka-split ends kayo. Good for split ends to, baka ma-insulto yun. Kung wala na silang buhok, no? And then acne problems, okay? This is one of the best ways to reduce inflammatory acne. Di ba yung may mga acne na nawala na, namumula, di ba? Namumula, mabilis mamula. Tawag nito, kahit pumutok na yung acne, may marka pa rin, okay? Pula o maroon. Ayaw natin nun. Kaya kapal ng ating mga concealers, no? Black currant oil eliminates or lessens that. So you don't have to put your concealers anymore, no? Magandang black currant oil. Hindi lang natin masyado natin ina-underestimate siya, no? Cholesterol levels, again, it lowers down LDL or bad cholesterol, no? Heart, ayun na nga yan, it's very rich in potassium. Black currant oil, very rich in potassium and GLA, gamma linolenic acid, no? Of course, when that is high, mataas tayo sa potassium and GLA, it reduces blood pressure, no? So easy ka lang, your heart is not having a problem, hindi overworked. Kasi pag ang puso pinupush ang blood out of the heart, kung matigas ang mga ugat mo, mahihirapan siya i-push. Kung mataas ang pressure, may alta presyon ka, mahihirapan si puso i-push against pressure, di ba? Kung malambot at pliable ang mga ugat mo, ginhawa si puso, di ba? So, hindi hirap si puso. Ang ating puso has only a lifespan. Hindi siya pwedeng pagurin ng husto, di ba? Kaya nga yung iba ayaw ko mag-exercise. Bakit? Kasi baka mapagod ang puso ko. Yung mga ganong katamaran na ano tawag nito, pilosopo pa, huwag na. O ito na lang, mag-take ka na lang ng placenta, Elixir placenta. That's the best for you. Heart health, okay? And then eye comfort. Ito na tayo. Many people who suffer from dry eyes, lalo na yung mga aging, mga seniors natin, no? Sir, huhulaan ko. Ma'am, huhulaan ko. Madalas kayo dry eyes. Paano nyo nalaman, di ba? In the aging, tawag nito, population, usong-uso po yan. Marami ho nagda-dry eyes, parang tuyo ang kanilang mga mata. Specifically those, even not in the aging, not in the seniors, but those who are very often in front of their laptops, of their cell phones, social media, etc., etc. The UV, the radiation, no, sa eyes mo, you will get that, no. So you'll be getting a lot of problems ng dry eyes. Kaya yung mga ophthalmologists, yung mga sa mata, pipila, kita ka sa executive, punta ka sa Ideal Vision, aba, ang daming tao, ano, pabili nga ng ano, ng tawag nun, yung mga radiation glasses and all, no, to help them with their dry and itchy eyes. Okay? When in fact, ito lang siya, si black currant oil. Okay? Okay, next please. Next is black cumin. Okay, black cumin seed oil. Okay? Ito na naman tayo, si acne, no? It helps improve acne. Yung mga breakouts, nababawasan yan, no? Hay fever. Okay? Ano bang hay fever? Hay fever is like allergy, no? Nababawasan ka ng recurrences, pabalik-balik na asthma, hika, hatching ka ng hatching, bahing ka ng bahing, no? Hindi natin mga symptoms of, hindi natin binibilang yung mga nawawala sa atin dahil bili ka ng bili ng gamot para sa pagbahing. Barado na naman ang ilong ko, bibili na naman ako ng kung ano-anong mga sinopret na naririnig mo sa radio, di ba? You keep buying all those and it keeps coming back. But hindi mo na bilang yung cost na nawala sa'yo. Not the money that you buy for these medicines, but the cost. Hindi ako nakapunta ron, nahihiya ako kasi bahing ako ng bahing, I have my asthma, hinihika ako, etc. No? Hindi ka nakapunta ron, hindi ka naka-attend ng social gathering that you could have had an opportunity to earn more for yourself. Ang laking nawala sa'yo. You cannot put a price tag. Hindi mo maprepresyohan ang nawala sa'yo dahil lang sa hay fever. And simply because, and all the solution was only having black cumin seed oil. It could have solved your problem. It doesn't mean that it is a medicine. No, it is not a one cure. Isang inom mo lang ng ating placenta elixir, wala na yan. No, you have to take it regularly. Di ba? Prevention, again, napunta na naman tayo doon. No? Asthma, as I said, no? There has been studies that shows that when you take this, no, black cumin seed oil, together with your asthma medicines, nag-i-improve ang wheezing ng ating lungs, di ba? Pinakikinggan ng doktor yung baga. Pag pinakinggan nyo, actually, pag nilapat nyo ang tenga nyo, wala kayong stethoscope, dun sa likod, tiyempuhan nyo na pag ang pasyente mo or yung ang tunog, pagpasok ng hangin, inhale, ang ganda. Paglabas, exhale, may pumipito, wheezing, that's wheezing, that means barado yun. Barado. This is the problem. Nakakulapol doon yung mga mucus around the plug. Expiratory, expiration, paglabas ng hangin. Ito yung problema ng wheezing sa hika, sa asthma. Then, na-diagnose mo na agad yun. Hindi ka man nagpa-doktor. And you can tell the patient, nako, meron ho kayong hika, may allergy ho kayo. Ang hika is usually precipitated by allergy to hay, dust, hay fever, smoke, whatever you have. Okay? Lung disease, it helps you in lung diseases, no? Anong mga lung disease very common? COPD. Ano ba COPD? Sinasabi ni Doc, anong COPD? Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Pabalik-balik, no? Ito yung mga problema ng mga naninigarilyo, matagal na, emphysema, etc. No? Hika, na matagal na rin, no? Nagkaka-COPD na sila, matagal na problema ng baga, pabalik-balik, nagkakaroon ka ng chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Pabalik-balik eh. Kaya chronic. Magaling na kayo mag-diagnose yan, para mga doktor na rin kayo. So, I hope this, the next one, and teka muna, nasa lung disease pa lang tayo. Okay, diabetes, alam na natin yan. Magagaling na tayo sa diabetes, mag-diagnose, no? From 1 to 2, alam na natin ang mga features niyan. So more or less, you will be able to say whether it is 1 or 2, and it can be helped by placenta elixir placenta. Sorry. Digestive tract. This one is very important. When you say yung mayroon ho akong ulcer, makakatulong ba yan? Okay. Ang most common cause ng peptic ulcer is Helicobacter pylori. Helicobacter pylori is a bacteria, no, na tumutubo doon sa ating bituka, specifically in the stomach, in the duodenal area. And then this is the cause of peptic ulcer. And imagine that, akala natin nagpapalipas sa gutom. Yun ang nagiging cause ng ulcer. No, it's an infection. Kaya pag sinabi mo, nako, nagpapalipas ako ng gutom, baka magka-ulcer ka niyan, ibahin na natin. Hindi na ho yun. Upgrade na tayo. Update tayo. The cause of ulcers is an infection. Helicobacter pylori, which is addressed by black cumin oil. Okay? So, pagka nawala yon, pag na-treat, actually 1 week treatment ang Helicobacter, no? Maraming regimen ang binibigay ng mga doktor, kanya-kanyang paborito. I have my favorite also. When I treat it 1 week, lo and behold, after 1-2 weeks, hindi na sumusumpong, wala na akong heartburn, wala na akong iba naman yung mga GERDs are manifestation. Ang sinasabi mong GERDs, 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 yun yung reflux, no? Gastric, esophageal, gastric, stomach, esophagus, gastro, esophageal, reflux, bumabalik, disease, no? Reflux, yung acid bumabalik, no? The acid is produced by stomach. GERDs, iba naman yun, no? What I'm talking about are ulcers, no? So high blood pressure, okay, is addressed also. And then the conditions, no, that prevents ito na, male infertility. It also helps, no, in increasing male infertility, sperm count. Okay, kung sino sa inyo ang mayroong low count, ito yun. This can help in increasing your count and also the motility of the sperm, no? Kasi even if you have a good count, no, magandang count, doc, ayan, oh, ganda. Pag tiningnan mo ang motility, bagsak. Ang motility, which means the movement of the tail of the sperm, is very important. Kahit napakarami niyan, kung hindi mabagal ang galaw ng sperm, hindi kayo makakabuo. Wala kung mangyayari. And then, lastly, mastalgia. Ano ba yung mastalgia? Ngayon, may natutunan na naman kayo. Breast pain. Ang sakit naman ng breast ko. Siguro magkakaroon na ako ng mens. Oh, mastalgia. Diba? Mayroon kayong mastalgia. That's another word that you learned today, no? Because before, the pure black cumin oil, seed oil, pag pinahid mo sa breast, there are studies that it stops, no? Nakakawala ng breast pain or mastalgia. Okay? I think this was my last slide. I just hope, no, I know you'll have a lot of questions, pero ang akin, siguro nakatulong itong akin lecture. I do hope na nakatulong ng marami ang aking mga sinabi, and hopefully we will be having more. Pasensya na talaga doon sa nangyari kanina. I would have better coordination if my slides were okay, better, no? But anyway, let's I want to give Climar the microphone back to her.
Thank you very much, Doc
Thank you.
Ayan, maganda po ba ang ingredients ng Elixir Placenta? Okay, sobrang ganda, no? And sobrang very helpful in all kinds of illnesses or sicknesses. No? So thank you again, Doc Francis, for a very informative discussion. We can actually relate to those some cases that we already have in GFOX. Okay, so hindi pa po tapos ang ating presentation. Right now, I will also be presenting some testimonials of our beneficiaries. Okay, so last April 28, 2022, until May 7, 2022, actually we received 423 respondents of the ones who wanted to be a beneficiary of Elixir Placenta. And out of 423, we selected 13 beneficiaries. Okay, so pwede nating itanong paano na-choose, no? Ano bang criteria kung bakit natin na-choose yung 13 beneficiaries natin. So the criteria was basically with cancer, autoimmune disease, and with the severity po, no, ng illnesses nila. So we have cases like breast cancer, we have endometrial cancer, meron din tayong colon cancer, may cancer survivor din po tayo that recently diagnosed with multiple fibroids. Meron din po tayong brain tumor na beneficiary. Meron din tayong prostatitis. And meron ding lupus. Okay? Meron din carpal tunnel syndrome, pre-diabetes, PCOS, and so on. Okay? So, I will just share my screen with you. Okay? Ayan. Alright. Makikita kaya? Okay. Right. So, ito po, no, we have a lot of testimonials from our clients. And ang first po natin na beneficiary, no, ang i-represent natin for this afternoon is si Ma'am Mary Pearl. Okay, nandiyan ba si Ma'am Mary Pearl? Okay, I think nandiyan si Ma'am Mary Pearl eh. Ayan, siguro naka-ano lang ako. Ayan. So later, no, I will be asking Ma'am Mary Pearl then to also share kung ano po ang kanyang naging experience sa Elixir Placenta. Okay, so here, Ma'am Mary Pearl is diagnosed before, okay, 11 years ago. She was diagnosed with papillary thyroid carcinoma. But praise God, she is a cancer survivor. Yay! Okay, so 11 years ago, na-remove na po ang kanyang thyroid. Okay, so she was already declared cancer-free. Okay, however, noong January 2022, she was diagnosed with multiple large intramural uterine fibroids. Okay, so ito po ang kanyang ultrasound. Sino po ba sa atin dito ang may experience ng multiple fibroids or sometimes we call it myoma? Okay, meron po ba dito sa atin ang merong myoma or may kilala po na may myoma? Ayan. Yes, okay. So, isa po sa ating beneficiary ng Elixir Placenta, okay, si Ma'am Mary Pearl, meron po siyang ganito, no? When we say about myoma, okay, ang kanya po is intramural. Bako lang po, no? Multiple large intramural uterine fibroids. Okay, so these fibroids po, ito po yung parang tumor, no, na de-develop sa wall ng ating uterus. Okay, so typically, it's not cancerous naman, pero nandyan yung pain, nandyan yung bleeding. So, makikita natin dito sa uterus, merong submucosal, subserosal, cervical, and intramural. Yung kay Ma'am Mary Pearl po, nandito sa intramural. Okay, so ano ba yung nararamdaman ni Ma'am Mary Pearl during this time? No? Before taking the elixir, meron po siyang long menstrual period with heavy flow for 7 days. Okay, so that is one of the common po, no, na nai-experience ng merong multiple fibroids. At the same time, nagkakaroon po siya ng cramps sa kanyang lower extremities, especially sa umaga, no, paggising. Usually kasi yan, bago tayo, habang tulog tayo, no, nagre-relax din yung mga paa natin. So when we get up, doon na nagfo-flow ulit yung ating circulation at doon nagkakaroon ng cramps, especially in the morning. And nagkakaroon din siya ng numbness and pain sa kanyang hands and sa lower back. Meron din siyang terrible acne, okay? Meron din siyang hair fall, maybe due to hormonal imbalance as well. Meron din po siyang difficulty in holding her bladder, okay? So, isa sa mga symptoms ng multiple fibrosis is yung frequent urination po, no? So, meron din po siyang abdominal bloating. At the same time, may presence po ng fibroid na nakakapanya sa lower left abdomen. Okay, so let's see ano po ang naging effect sa kanya ng Elixir Placenta. Okay, so after just a week, wow, grabe. So she's taking Elixir Placenta 2 capsules no a day, 1 in the morning and then 1 po sa gabi, no? So before po makikita natin dito na very evident pa yung kanyang acne, ganyan. And then now, on the week 1, lesser na po yung kanyang muscle cramps. Lesser to no muscle cramps na nga daw eh. Okay? Lesser na din po yung pain niya sa shoulder. Maybe because of what Doc Francis earlier mentioned about yung mga pain relievers din ng ingredients ng ating Elixir Placenta, anti-inflammatory effects of it. Okay? Lesser na rin yung pain niya sa varicose, lesser na rin yung pain niya sa kanyang hand, yung numbness po sa kanyang kamay, less na rin yung back pain niya. Yung acne niya po, mabilis din po, no, nag-dry. Less na rin po yung hair fall, and then papakimute na lang po muna. Okay. Teka lang po. Okay, ayan. And then, napapalpitate niya pa rin yung fibroids. This is just a disclaimer po, iba-iba po ang magiging effect ng Elixir Placenta sa atin, no? So it differs from one person to another. Huwag po natin sabihin na ay bakit hindi ko naman yan naramdaman or bakit iba naman yung naging effect sa akin, So ang dito is that isa just a disclaimer din po na iba-iba yung magiging effects ng natin. Pwede po paki-mute muna. Nahihirapan po kasi ako maghanap kung sino ang hindi naka-mute. Alright. Ayan. Alright. Yan po. And then, after po ng week 1, so week 2 naman po, okay, makikita natin, no back pain na po siya, no frozen shoulder na rin po. Yung hair niya is getting thicker as well. Okay? Wala na rin po siyang muscle cramps. Makikita mo yung po yung abdomen niya, it's getting smaller na rin. Tolerable na rin yung pain niya, pati yung hand numbness niya. Yung acne, it's very evident, no? Nagda-dry. At saka sabi rin po ni Ma'am Pearl, na kapag nagkakaroon po or meron po siyang acne, mabilis daw pong mag-dry up. Okay? So yung menstruation niya po, kung dati very heavy ang kanyang flow ng kanyang menstruation, pero grabe, no? Ngayon, na-normalize na po. 3 days na yung kanyang menstruation. So grabe. With the ingredients na nabanggit ni Doc Francis kanina, masasabi natin, wow, it's really effective. No? Makikita natin na from these testimonials, effective talaga ang ingredients ni Elixir Placenta. Okay? And, ayan, week 3. Okay? Makikita natin dito kung kanina, no? Si Ma'am Mary Pearl, yung mga photos na sinend niya po sa amin, parang hindi kita yung face niya. Pero ngayon, ito, very nag-boost din ang kanyang confidence, no? And she also mentioned that the listed concerns po ay na-address na. Okay? And then, yung numbness niya sa kanyang hands, meron pa din pero tolerable na. Okay? Nakakatulog po siya ng maayos. Okay? And she also feels energized. At the same time, yung abdomen niya po nagiging flat na. Pero nandun pa rin, nakakapanya pa rin po yung fibroid. No? Ayan. So, sa week 4, yan, noticeable hair growth po. Ayan. Doesn't feel bloated anymore. Yung abdominal contractions niya, meron pa din daw po, pero hindi na daw po ganun kasakit. Okay? And then, ito po, no, isa rin po sa symptoms ng merong multiple fibroids is pain po during intercourse. And sobrang nahihirapan din talaga si Ma'am Pearl during that time na meron siyang multiple fibroids, no, na sobrang sakit daw po during the intercourse. Pero, because of Elixir, okay, wala na pong pain at all. Okay, so grabe, no? Grabe talaga ang Elixir Placenta. Sobrang, it also helps us to feel satisfied. Yun nga rin po yung nabanggit ni Doc Francis earlier, di ba? Na it also help our sex drives as well. It will also help us satisfied as well, no? And At the same time, mataas talaga yung anti-inflammatory niya. Okay? And then, ayan, ang week 5 na po ni Ma'am Mary Pearl. Glowing skin na rin po siya. Ayan, makikita na niyo naman po no, yung differences from week 1 at tapos ngayon sa week 5. Wala na rin po siyang acne. Okay? Seldom na lang po siya mag-urinate at night. Yun po yung nahihirapan siya, yung tuwing gabi po na nagigising-gising siya, no, para pumunta sa CR para mag-urinate. So yun yung bumabangon sa kanya. Pero ngayon, kaya niya nang i-hold yung bladder niya. However, she can still palpitate the fibroids. Ayan. So, sige, can I call Ma'am Mary Pearl? Nandiyan po si Ma'am Mary Pearl. Ayan. Tingnan na. Wait lang po. Ano ko na lang. Ayan. Ma'am Mary Pearl? Kahit pwedeng, hello?
Hello, yes ma'am.
Yes, hello po Ma'am Mary Pearl. Can you also share with us your experience with Elixir and how it helped you po?
Yes, hello, naririnig po ako?
Yes po Ma'am Mary, naririnig po.
Ayun. Hello?
Ayan.
Naririnig po.
Yung first of all, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord kasi ito yung favor na binigay nga niya sa akin. Tapos sa company, sa kabutihan ng company, sa pagiging generous niya, at saka yung bago ilabas yung isang product sa market, talagang pinapatry. Hindi lang pinapatry sa healthy, pero sa mga may sakit. Kaya grabe, ang galing lang ng company natin. So, yung before Elixir kasi, grabeng ang dami kong nafe-feel. As mentioned ni Ma'am Clymore, ang dami-daming yung mga back pain, gano'n, hindi ko sinasabi sa pamilya ko kasi nanggaling na ako doon eh. Nanggaling na ako sa cancer. So, wala akong sinasabing pain sa kanila, tinatago ko as in hangga't makakaya. Kumbaga, sa prinsipyo ko sa buhay kasi I don't let pain manipulate me. Kasi kilala ko yung physician ko our maker. So, nagre-rely lang talaga ako sa Panginoon. And then, ayun nga, 2018 ko pa ito na-feel. 2018 ko pa siya nakapa. And then, nung 2021, doon nila napansin yung mismo mother ko na bakit lumalaki daw yung abdomen ko. Ganon. So, hindi na ako nakapagtago. Sinabi ko na may nakakapa ako. So, ayun. After nun, dinala na ako sa
Ayan, para na
sa operation. And then, syempre, before operation, kailangan din normal lahat ng or 3 tataas yung hormones ko. Siguro dahil wala na akong thyroid glands, kaya ganun. Sabi ko, Lord, 3 times na to, kaya siguro ayaw mo akong maoperahan. Parang ganun ng ko. So, bumalik na kami dito sa Cainta, kasi sa province kami noon. And then, very timely yung paglabas ng Elixir na nung sinend sa mga GC yung mabibigyan ng free yung mga may concern diyan, nag-fill up ako. Wala naman sa isip ko na mapipili ako. So nung April, May, actually May na yon, nang mag-message si Ma'am Camille na isa nga ako doon sa napili. Grabing thankful kay Lord, grabing mapapaiyak ka na lang sa tuwa sa ginagawa ni Lord na alam mo yun, yung gagamit siya ng mga tao, gagamit siya ng bagay-bagay para sa kagalingan. Ayun, tapos, ayan na, dumating na sa akin si Elixir. Try ako, 1 week. 1 week of taking it, talagang grabe na yung mga pagbabago. Sobrang na-feel ko na nung madalas na nafe-feel ko talaga ang sakit ng likod mo, ganon, ang dali mong mapagod. Pero after Elixir, after a week, nawala, frozen shoulder, nawala. Wow, Lord, ang galing. Sabi ko man, gano'n. Ang galing-galing naman ito. Parang, kasi nag-focus talaga ako sa Elixir kasi ang dami-dami ko ng supplements na tinitake, yung spirulina, yung ganoderma, yung slim C, yung tinitake ko talaga lahat yon. Pero nung dumating sa akin sa Elixir, nag-focus ako sa kanya lang para makita ko yung talagang effect niya. Salamat naman sa Diyos at grabe, ang galing-galing ng epekto niya sa katawan. As days goes by, unti-unti nai-heal yung mga nararamdaman ko. Parang pag nagpo-post na ako, sinasabi ng mga anak ko na, Mama, parang hindi mo naman sinasabi yung mga na-feel mo yan sa amin na. Siyempre, we need to i-public ba yung mga nafe-feel mo kasi testimonial to we need to be honest and true sa testimony natin para makatulong na rin sa iba na may nararamdaman na ganito na tulad ko na may fibrosis ganun. Tapos ganon yung ang daming nafe-feel pa. So nung after ng operation ko, yung numbness ko talaga yun yung major problem. Yung ito, sa dalawang ito, during sleep, deep sleep, sa midnight, ganon, gigisingin ako niyan. Yung wala akong ma-feel na mga kamay. Alam niyo yun, yung Lord, mga ganon na lang ako. Parang as in patay yung kamay mo, walang nag-flow na blood. So, gaganon na lang ako, Lord, help. Gaganon ako. Pero after a few seconds, ma-feel mo dadalo yung mga dugo. Tapos, ay, thank you Lord, ganon. Pero, this time, alam niyo yung parang yung numbness na nafe-feel ko is yung pagkangalay na lang pag nadadaganan ko yung kamay ko. Hindi na yung tulad ng dati na grabe na parang patay yung kamay mo na wala kang ma-feel. Pero ngayon, wala na akong nafe-feel na gano'n. Kaya thank you. Thank you talaga kay Lord. Thank you sa company natin. Thank you sa Elixir. At shout out din kay Queen Diamond Grocery kasi hindi ko pa naubos yung 2 bottles ko. Ayan, nagbigay siya ng isa sa akin. Kaya God bless you. God bless you, Queen. And sa lahat, ito lang yung masasabi ko. Si Lord pa rin yung talagang sustenance natin. Kaya iiwan ko na lang itong questions sa inyo na I hope it will help you. Yung question number 1 ko sa sarili ko. Who created me? Siyempre si Lord, ang sagot. Whom do I ultimately trust? Si Lord pa rin. Whom do I look to for ultimate truth? Si Lord pa rin. Whom do I look to for security and happiness? Si Lord pa rin. Who is in charge of my future? Si Lord pa rin lahat. So, lahat ng lahat ng nangyayari sa atin, si Lord lahat ang may hawak. At lahat pinangyayari niya. Ayun, kaya kapit lang kay Lord. Thank you.
Ayan. Thank you, ma'am. Sobrang totoo na kahit nandyan si Elixir, no? So, ang Panginoon pa rin talaga yung makakatulong sa atin. Siya pa rin nakakaalam, no, ng ating health condition. Okay, sige. Sadahan ko lang po yung mga iba nating mga beneficiaries din, Ayan. Sunod naman po ni Ma'am Pearl, Mary Pearl, si Miss Kathleen naman po, no? Meron po siyang PCOS as Doc Francis earlier mentioned about PCOS, no? And also he also mentioned about peptic ulcer. Okay? Meron din siyang na-mention na asthma, okay? And also anemia. Okay? So nakakatuwa lang din, no, na yung mga na-mention kanina ni Doc Francis and tumutugma din naman po sa mga nararamdaman ng ating beneficiaries. Okay, so si Ma'am Kathleen po, meron siyang terrible acne condition. Itong menstrual bleeding niya po is 30 to 35 days. Grabe, no? I really can't imagine 30 to 35 days meron kang bleeding. May hair fall din po siya. Nahihirapan din po siyang matulog. Sensitive din po ang kanyang stomach. Minsan nahihilo siya, lalo na kapag tumatayo siya. Okay? And mabilis po siyang mapagod. Okay? Pero after a week of taking Elixir, ayan, wala na po less na po yung hair fall niya. And siya kahit na may stomach irritation siya, kahit before meals niya po tinitake yung Elixir Placenta, wala pong irritation yun sa kanya. At maganda po ang kanyang tulog. Okay? Ang week 3 naman, sabi niya, nung week 2, parang wala naman daw siya masyado nakitang improvement. So, that's also okay, no? It's also testimonial. Actually, these are just initial improvements po, or initial progress po ng ating mga beneficiaries, okay? So, sa week 3 naman po, may improvements sa kanyang hyperacidity. Napansin niya rin po yung kanyang cracked lips, mabilis din po mag-heal, and she also feels energized. Okay, so meron siyang ganito, Doc Francis. I'm not really sure kung medyo evident siya sa ating PowerPoint. Pero before daw po, meron siya parang may mga small dots or white dots sa kanyang legs. And then after, medyo nawala. I'm not sure kung ano pong condition ito, no? Pero because of Elixir, no, before siyang gumamit ng Elixir, ganito po ang condition ng kanyang legs. And then after, ganyan na, no? And nag-improve po talaga. Okay, so wala na siyang headache. No blood spotting na po siya before menstruation. Kaya, ayan. And then, her skin feels hydrated and glowing. Okay? Doc Francis, can you help us? Ano po kaya yung condition na yon?
Basically, parang chicken skin, ano? Parang butlig-butlig na the photo is very parang overexposed, kaya medyo maliwanag masyado. But usually yung mga ganyan are atopic, no? We call it atopic dermatitis, no? And na-mention ko yun earlier kanina. And at tawag nito, yung ating Elixir definitely helps, no? Because it has the necessary actives for this also to be addressed, no? Mukha namang, siguro pag nakita ko in person, sa bagay wala na ngayon. Wag naman magkaroon siya ulit. But eventually, the way I look at it, it doesn't look like a fungal infection kasi yung gitna niya ang maraming butlig, eh. So, ang mga fungus kasi wala, yung gitna are smooth. This looks like an atopic dermatitis to me.
Ayan, thank you, Doc. Ayan, ano? So, ang ganda kasi kahit ilang weeks pa lang, no, maganda na yung kanyang improvements. Okay, so now, let's proceed naman po kay Miss April. Meron po siyang autoimmune disease, which is vasculitis. Okay, so, she also mentioned before, no, na post-mature baby daw po siya, and she was able to ingest meconium po, no, and was incubated before nung baby siya. However, she's a very sporty girl. Nagjo-join po siya ng track and field, pero every after track and field niya, sumasakit yung joints niya. Akala niya normal lang, okay? Meron din siyang headache. Akala niya it's just part of the sports. Pero years after, no, last December 2020, during her pregnancy, no, nakaramdam siya ng itchiness, okay, nakaramdam siya ng redness sa kanyang legs. So, nagpa-check up po siya sa OB. Tapos sabi ng OB, it's different, hindi yan part ng pregnancy. So, nagpa-check po siya, ni-refer po siya sa dermatologist. Tapos, sabi ng dermatologist, oh no, buntis ka. Tapos, you have vasculitis. Okay? So, it's really really hard for her during that time. Pero, medyo naagapan naman sa creams yung kanyang itchiness. Okay? However, nandun pa din. So, before taking Elixir, meron pa ding redness sa kanyang lower legs, no? And then, may itchiness pa din, hirap pa rin siyang matulog, okay? Mabilis siyang mapagod. Because when you have this vasculitis, yung may joint pains, no? Mabilis kang mapagod, mabilis kang nahihirap, may pains kang nararamdaman, especially when you climb the stairs, ganyan. May headache, may back pain, muscle pain, joint pain, may hair fall, ayan, at saka dry skin, okay? However, after a week, no, nagkaroon siya ng good quality of sleep. Yan. I know na marami din sa atin dito, no, na nagtitake na rin ng Elixir. And ito yung isa sa mga testimonials nila, no, na masarap ang kanilang tulog whenever they take the Elixir. Ayan. Tapos lesser na rin ang kanyang back pain. Okay? So sa week 1 niya, makikita natin yung difference ng kanyang hair. Ayan, pinakita din ni Ma'am April, no, yung too much hair fall from week 1. Sa week 2, konti na lang. Okay? I think na-discuss din to kanina ni Doc Francis, no, na it really helps our hair. Okay? And especially yung hair baldness natin. Okay? So, ayan. From dry skin, naging hydrated yung skin niya. She feels stronger. Grabe. Parang week 1 and week 2 pa lang, no? Ang laki na talaga ng improvements. Sobrang ako mismo, no, na-amaze talaga ako sa mga testimonials ng ating beneficiaries kasi ibang klase talaga ang effect sa kanila ng Elixir Placenta. Okay? Wala na po siyang rashes. So kung dati may every now and then nagkaka-rashes siya, nakikita niyo yung redness and itchiness, pero once she took the Elixir Placenta, wala na. Wala na siyang rashes. Wala na pong dumagdag na rashes sa kanya and lesser hair fall. Ayan, you can see very, very confident talaga, no? Elixir Placenta really boost our confidence. Okay? Kaya niya nang mag-laundry kasi sabi niya dati, parang it will take her 3 days, no? Kasi pagod na pagod siya, no, na mag-laundry. Pero ngayon, kayang-kaya niya na, isang araw lang. Okay? So she also gained self-confidence. More time na siya to play with the kids. Wala na rin siyang pain at all. Wala na rin siyang rashes. Since she started taking Elixir Placenta. Okay? So, ito yung before niya and then after. Amazing ba? Amazing ba ang ating Elixir Placenta? Grabe, ano? Sobrang kahit ako mismo na-amaze talaga sa kagalingan ng mga ingredients ng Elixir. Okay? So, wala na po siyang rashes, glowing skin, she sleeps well, no episodes of headache as well. Okay? Sige. Kahit short lang, no, we also wanted to hear Miss April. Andiyan po ba si Ma'am April? Okay. Ayan. Kasama ba natin si Ma'am April ngayon to also give us or share us some great testimonials of how Elixir helped her? Okay. Hands up lang kung nandiyan si Miss April. Kung wala, I will just, proceed. Okay. Sige, later, no? Kung nandiyan si Miss April. Ayan, si Queen April. Ayan. Sige. Okay, let's proceed na lang po muna. Okay. Ayan. Now, I will be sharing with you po, no, yung next nating beneficiary, si Tito Sammy. Si Tito Sammy po ay may brain tumor. So, 20 years ago, he experienced mild stroke due to hypertension, but he was able to recover naman. Pero last June 19, okay, 2021, he was diagnosed with brain tumor, right frontal temporal po, no? So ito po yung kanyang medical abstract. He was brought in the hospital due to severe headache. Okay? And he's also experiencing frequent seizures. Actually, kanina nag-send sa akin si Ma'am Abigail ng kanyang mga videos, ano, pero hindi ko na lang po i-show sa inyo yung seizures attack niya, no, but he is having, no, si Tito Sammy, he's having every 5 seconds, no, so every 5 seconds nag-seizure siya, buong katawan niya po talaga gumagalaw, no, severe din ang kanyang headache. He can't barely move, no? He can't barely move. Forgetful din po siya. He can't recognize faces and names. Sometimes, may nakikita siya ng mga bagay na hindi natin nakikita. So, it's somehow hallucinations, no? Nag-hallucinate siya. So, ayan. So, isa po siya sa beneficiary natin. After 5 days of taking Elixir, ayan, responsive na po siya. He can now recognize faces. Wala na po siyang mga hallucinations. Yung lower extremities niya po ay nagagalaw niya na rin. Tapos may seizures pa rin siya, pero hindi na every 5 seconds. Every 45 seconds. 45 minutes, I mean. Okay, yung kanyang seizure. Sige, let's watch the video.
Anak, baka naman niloko mo ko, Daddy. Itaas mo yung isa mong pa. Ito. Ay! Itaas mo pa, Daddy. Wow!
Yung kabila.
Nagkalapot, anak ko. Hindi okay yung kabila. Tapos ito, siya yung ano.
Ito nga yung hindi nagagalaw.
Thank you, Lord!
Nagagalaw mo na, tita?
Salamat po, Panginoon. Tsaka yung seizure niya, very light lang, very minimal lang yung seizure niya. Nagkaraan pa ng...
Ganyan lang yung seizure niya?
Oo, medyo na-excite siya, kaya gano'n. Ano na yung occupy ng brain.
Ayan. Okay. So, by the way po, yung ating mga pinapakitang videos are with consent po ng ating mga beneficiaries. Okay? So, payag naman po silang ipakita natin ito sa inyo. Okay? It's also to help us and also inspire us, no, yung effects ng Elixir Placenta. Week 1 pa lang po yan. Week 1 pa lang. Okay? So week 2 naman, he was able to move his head. Responsive na po siya. Okay? And then, stronger upper body na po siya, no? He can also sit with assistance. Kung dati, ito talaga yung case na sobrang hopeless sila na case. Sobra parang hands up na sila, inaantay na lang nila, Lord, kailan ba? No, Lord, kailan ba? Ganyan. So, very hopeless case talaga si Tito Sammy. Pero, he was able to sit, okay? He was able to do things na hindi niya magawa dati, okay? He's not getting dizzy anymore. Longer na yung gap ng seizures niya sa week 4. And then, he can also move sa side without assistance. He can also sit longer. Tapos sabi rin ni Ma'am Abby na parang nagkakaroon nga rin siya ng increase ng sexual drive niya. So, totoo siguro talaga, no? Yung mga ingredients talaga ni Elixir, grabe. So, yung mga na-mention ni Doc Francis kanina, it's really evident, no, sa ating mga beneficiaries. Ayan. Panoorin din po natin itong video na to.
Hindi ba nakuha na ako ni ate?
Gusto ko ako kukuha. Ito po, ayan. Hindi niya dati nagagalaw yan. Galaw mo dati ng medyo, yan. Hindi po niya nagagalaw yan dati. Talagang halos walang pakiramdam yung kaliwa niyang braso. Pero ngayon, nagagalaw na at nakakausap ko na rin ng tama po yung kanyang mga sinasagot.
Ayan. Okay. So, nakita natin, ano, yung developments ni Tito Sammy. Nagagalaw niya na yung arms niya. Kung kanina dun sa previous video, hindi niya po yun magalaw. Ngayon, nagagalaw niya na po. So, ito naman po yung sinad nilang video just today.
Ayan po. Dati hindi siya nakakaupong ganyan. Ngayon, tinutukod niya lang. Pero pag inalis niya itukod ng kamay niya, mawawala yung balanse niya. Pero ako nag-upo sa kanya dyan. Pero dati talaga, hindi ko siya maiwanan dyan. Hindi ko maiwanan. Laging nakahawak yung kamay ko sa dalawa niyang shoulder. Kaya, ito yung pagbabago. After taking nitong Elixir na madalas kong ikwento sa mga kaibigan ko dahil lagi nilang kinukumusta nga si Sam dahil nakita nila yung kalalagayan ng mga una pang videos, mga kasamahan ko, mga kaibigan ko. Ayan po, pakigalaw mo nga ng kahit konti yung ayan po, hindi po talaga yan na nagagalaw. Yes. So, hoping na hanggang gumaling siya, papa-physical therapy namin siya.
Ayan. Okay. Wow. Praise God. Ano? Grabe. Nakaka-amaze. No? Nakaka-amaze ang ating product. 14 ingredients in one capsule lang. No? And madaming mga illnesses and mga diseases ang kayang matulungan ng ating Elixir Placenta. Okay, so these are just initial progress po, no, week 5, pero makikita natin na ang bilis talaga ng progress. Sobra, kahit ako mismo na-amaze ako sa bilis ng progress ng ating mga beneficiaries. Okay, bibilisan ko lang po, ano. I know na marami tayong mga kailangan gawin for this Saturday, pero it will just be very quick. Okay? Yan. So si Tatay Junicio naman po, he is also a stroke patient and meron po siyang prostatitis. Okay? So ito po yung photo ni Tatay Junicio before. Meron po siyang behavioral changes, hindi na rin po siya makarecognize ng mga people. It's also one of the hopeless case talaga. No, nahihirapan na rin po siyang gumalaw, and mostly nasa bed lang siya. Hindi siya nagre-respond talaga ng maayos. Okay, so ito po yung kanyang sonographic report. Okay, so meron po siyang enlarged prostate, okay, grade 2 with calcification. Okay, actually na-mention din ni Doc Francis kanina, one of the ingredients of Elixir is really good for prostate, no? Ayan. So sa week 1, okay, 3 days after niya po na uminom ng Elixir, may urine output po siya na medyo brownish, tapos merong pus discharges, tsaka may foul smell. Okay, I think maybe Doc Francis can also help us later, no, kung ano po itong mga discharges na to. And then, he can also respond to questions. He was able to recognize na din. Nakakaupo na rin po si Tatay, no? Si Tatay Junicio. He can sit with assistance. Kaya niya na rin pong uminom sa glass of water kasi dati, nagsisip lang siya sa straw. Okay? So, yung face niya, nag-lighten din. Okay? And then, week 3, nag-increase din ang kanyang physical strength. Nag-increase din yung appetite niya. He actively respond. Okay, makikita naman natin kahit pictures lang, no? Makikita natin na yung kanyang improvements kahit sa photos lang. Okay, so ito po ang week 4. Nagpagupit na rin siya. Okay, so week 5, sobrang, alam mo yun, dito masasabi na mo na you will be really hopeful na meron pang pag-asa. Kahit na you feel really hopeless in the case before, no? Pero once you take the Elixir Placenta, makikitaan mo ng hope, no, na gagaling, okay, at magkakaroon ng improvements. Okay, so on week 5, kung dati naging brownish yung kanyang urine output when he take the Elixir, ngayon nag-turn na siya ng dark yellow. Okay, pero may mga pus discharges, pero hindi na po ganun ka-foul yung odor niya. Okay, and wala na rin po siyang nafe-feel na any pain sa katawan niya. And he is also very responsive. Okay, so let's also ask Doc Francis dun sa kanyang discharges.
Sorry. Regarding sa discharges ng
Urine discharge niya, Doc.
urine discharge, it would have been very helpful kung na test yan sa urinalysis, no? We would have been able to analyze anong predominant na pigments ang nando doon sa urine niya, no? But suffice it to say that when you have dark urine, it usually refers to, if it is thick, no, it usually refers to some blood coming out, no? Old blood kasi dark eh. Pagka bright, that means bright red, that means it's fresh blood, no? Very common sa mga may prostate problems when naipon na store doon, and then naiipon lang doon sa loob ng prostate, and then suddenly it's released. Of course, it is oxidized na. That's why it's from red nagiging dark, parang blood, dark colored siya. But if it is fresh from the area, paglabas talaga, it's really red. So pag nakalabas ho yun, napansin nyo, nag-lighten na, sabi niya, Na most probably yung area na dinaanan na urine at sumama yung mga clots na yon, dark clots na yon, would have already cleared up, and so therefore it might have gotten better at this time. So yun sana maganda i-monitor din. If it will recur, then malalaman niya kung depende sa findings ng kanyang urinalysis.
Okay. Yes, makikita natin na even in those kinds of progress, malaking progress na rin yun, no? And
Yes, malaki yan.
yeah.
Actually, sorry to interrupt, no, but also we have to be mindful na yung ating urine is very sensitive to what we take and what we do not take. What do I mean? When I say what you take, may mga gamot na pag ininom mo, nag-stain ang urine. Like yung mga yung mga ibang gamot na iniinom natin nag-stain, nagiging reddish, like rifampicin for example, no? Ang rifampicin is an antibiotic for the lungs. If you take it, pag ininom natin, yung urine nagiging pula. Gulat sila, baka may problema ako sa daanan ng ihi, no, sa ureter, sa kidneys, etc. When in fact, it is what we took, yung ininom natin na gamot, no? And what we do not take, ano naman yon? Well, kapag hindi ka nag-hydrate, hindi ka uminom ng tamang dami ng tubig, I usually recommend at least 8 to 12 glasses a day, no? Abay, magko-concentrate ang urine natin, maraming crystals ang mabubuo, magda-dark yun. Pansinin nyo, sa umaga paggising mo, yung kasi hindi ka nakainom ng ilang oras, sa umaga paglabas ng ihi mo, dark, no? Meaning dark yellow. Pag nakainom ka na ng tubig sa breakfast and the succeeding glasses, makikita mo magki-clear na urine mo. So urine is very sensitive to what you take and what you do not take. It will reflect, makikita sa urine, no? As a matter of fact, di ba, yung pregnancy test, nagpa-positive sa urine because you have a lot of hormones coming out na nag-join o napupunta, na-filter going to our urine. Magte-test ka ng drugs, no? Lahat from marijuana to cocaine to shabu, methamphetamine, all of these are drained pa po ng kidneys, always filtered and goes to our urine. And it tests positive, no? Pag nandoon. So basically, as I said, whatever you take and whatever you do not take, especially what you take, affects the color of your urine and the things that you discover from your urine. Thank you.
Ayan, thank you very much, Doc Francis, for that. So, yun lang po siguro yung ating pahapyaw ng ating mga testimonials. Actually, marami pa, but we're running out of time. Meron pa tayong 6 o'clock training sa ating TikTok ads later. Okay, so very thankful kaming lahat sa inyo na nag-attend for this training. Kay Doc Francis, thank you very much. It's very informative discussion, a lot of things that we have learned, and a lot po sa amin, no, ay very excited to also share the benefits of Elixir Placenta. Sige po, latag po tayo ng mga comments ng thankfulness natin, ng gratitude natin kay Doc Francis. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for everything, Doc. And to all the GFox believers na nandito po, maraming salamat din po. And that's gonna be all for today's training. Okay? Hopefully, makakasama natin ulit si Doc Francis de Cangcion. Okay?
Sure. Always my pleasure. Always. I'm honored. Salamat sa inyo.
Sorry, Doc. Meron po pala yung isang question dito from Marvy Pedro. Sana po masagot ang tanong. Pwede inumin ng Elixir with other medicines daw po ba? Ayan.
Of course naman. When you talk of other medicines, are they supplements? Of course, you can take it, no, with other supplements because it is synergistic. Pag sinabi mong synergistic, nagtutulungan sila. Okay? The effect of one cannot be doubled, no? It may be tripled pa. So if you take it with supplements, it's okay. Okay yun, no? when you say other medicines, you have to specify what other medicines. I was mentioning earlier yung mga antihypertensives, yung mga other for your cholesterol, for your diabetes. Yes, you can take it. These are supplements. Ours is a supplement. Remember that. EP or Elixir Placenta is a supplement. Yes, you can take it. Together with antihypertensive, together with your anti-cholesterol, together with your anti-diabetic medications, yes, you can. I mentioned to you, always monitor nyo yung mga simptoma ng iyong patient who is taking those medications. Huwag po natin pabayaan na ang iinumin lang is yung elixir. Okay? Placenta. Huwag. Kasi yun ang tendency. Remember, elixir placenta is there to prevent, is there to help pag mayroon ka ng problema, no? Prevent the problem, the disease. Mayroon ka ng problema it will help the problem, the disease na mas mabilis gumaling at o kaya naman yung mga gamot na iniinom mas mag-i-epekto ng maayos because it's building up your immune system. Remember that. Pagka maganda ang immune system mo, mas maganda ang effect ng iyong iniinom na gamot. Right? And then as I said, pagka post recovery, mabilis na ang recovery mo, mabilis ka mabilis your immune system easily adapts to the, let's say, radiotherapy, chemotherapy. Kaysa hindi ka nag-EEP, no, nag-Elixir Placenta, mas helpful. If the effect you are targeting is will be well, you can achieve the effect ng health mo of, let's say, anti-cancer after 5 sessions of chemotherapy. With Elixir Placenta, you may achieve it with less than 5 sessions. That is what it will take Elixir Placenta to help our patients. Ganun po yun. Oo. The answer is yes, you may take it. It's always wise. I cannot generalize it because there are very many varieties ng mga sakit, no? It would be advisable that you ask your doctor. Kaya mayroon tayo perming disclaimer na for pregnant and lactating mothers, para naman mayroong fathers, no? Wala naman. For pregnant and lactating mothers, ask your doctors. If for those others, ask your doctors because marami hong variety ng cancer, marami hong variety ng arthritis, ng diabetes, no? And yun din ang sasabihin nila sa iyo na i-monitor din. Kasi malalaman mo kung bumababa masyado yung ano mo, no, yung sugar for example, no, with Elixir because nanghihina siya, nanlalambot, kailangan mag-sugar. That means, oops, teka muna, mas maganda ang effect ng Elixir. So, kasi babawasan ko na ang insulin, babawasan ko na yung anti-diabetic medications ko. Kasi gumaganda ang effect. Ibig sabihin, madaling ma-achieve yung objective mo, yung goal mo, madali mong ma-achieve with Elixir than without Elixir. And yung matitipid mo mas malaki kaysa amount that you buy Elixir. How much is Elixir, di ba? 19, 18, whatever, 20. Pero yung gamot na binibili mo and the shortening of the duration of the sickness, ang laking bagay, you cannot put a price tag on that. Ang laki, ilan daan libo yun. And yun sinasabi ko, Permeda, the opportunities that you lose because of stress, because of asthma, because of arthritis, because of diabetes, you lose a lot of opportunities. But if you are on this, I said, tell your doctor that you are taking a supplement. And supplements are never out of, cannot be anti-cancer. It cannot be anti-diabetics. It cannot be anti any of them because these are supplements to boost your immune system. And of course, prayers. A lot of prayers always will be achieved by you, no, with the prayers, with the help of God. Ganun naman tayo lahat.
Ayun.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Doc Francis. Okay, so we have to cut this and marami pa tayong mga susunod na mga trainings with Doc Francis de Cangcion and abangan po natin yan, ano? So, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Doc Francis. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.